Hello, people. It's been a really long time since I made a video. Um, I've been getting into journaling and stuff. I know I do a lot of dolls. I make dolls and stuff, but I've actually started to make different charms and things and for books. And I wanted to show you. I made this a while ago. This is cold porcelain clay. And what I wanted to do, it's still really even good. I've been keeping it really covered. It's a little bit hard on the edges, but in the middle, it's really, really soft. And there are so many recipes on the internet for this. I'm really not going to get into that. But I did want to show you, this is what I'm using. And if you don't want to make porcelain clay, um, you can go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby and they have a white air dry clay. Crayola makes some. There's some other modeling clay that you can buy um, from Michael's. And what I did was I'm putting two popsicle sticks side by side, and I wrapped up my, what do you call it? Um, oh, excuse the aircrafts going by. Um, anyway, I wrapped up my rolling pin so that it doesn't get all goopy. And what I'm doing is I'm going to roll out with the two popsicle sticks on either side. Uh, this air, this is an air dry clay, the cold porcelain clay, and making sure that it's as even as I can get it. Excuse me, I'm kind of running. This is moving around a lot. Um, anyway, after I get it to where I want it, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the end of this pen and I'm just going to make indents, okay? Because I want to make circles. You don't have to go too deep. And don't put them very close together because uh, you want to be able to get them apart without, having them too close. And there's a couple of things. I don't know how this is going to work. This is the glue cap from uh, my glue stick. I'm going to try it on one and see how this works. And hopefully, what I was thinking of doing is just making an indent. And oh, you know what? I know what I was thinking. Where's the paper? Oh, here we go. Because this will give it a rounded edge. If you put, and that way it won't stick inside of the cap. That's what I was thinking earlier. So if you take the cap and you push it down over it, you can actually go right to the bottom. Oh, now it's made a dome. I didn't really want to do that. Okay, let's see what this one. This is trial and error, ladies. Trial and error. And men. I know a lot of guys like to craft too. I'm basically a multimedia artist. I've been doing this for quite a while, and I'm actually just going to use my finger and press into the middle of this. And let's see what this does if I push that in there too. Actually, you know what? That's even better. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to use the cling wrap and cut out my circles and then use this because it domes up, and then use this to press down in the middle because it is going to dome up. And that's the purpose of it, to make a rounded edge. That's what I'm doing. That one's too close, but anyway, whatever. This is like, First time for everything type deal. And you don't have to worry, this has a little mark in the middle. It's making like a little indent mark, but that doesn't matter. And then you could pull this off, and you can use, if you want, the stick. This clay is really, really soft. Yeah, some of these I didn't go all the way to the bottom. I should have. But anyway. Okay, and I'm going to press in here. Alrighty then. You should keep this covered because I'm going to leave that little piece out, and I'm actually going to cover the rest of my clay. And I made this clay, I think 6 months ago, believe it or not, and it's still good. Like I said, it's a little bit tough, you know, around the edges, but once you start working with it, it seems to be softening up. I want to wrap it up again because I don't want it to get, I don't want it to dry out on me. And I'll show you what happens. I have a piece in here that's dried out, and it's like rock. See that? That's a piece of porcelain clay. And I mean, I haven't had any problems with it breaking when you make stuff, but I don't know. I think if you made like a figurine and you dropped it on the hard floor, it might break. But anyway, yeah. Okay. Let's get back to this. Let me look at my time. Okay. We're in 7 minutes. I'm going to see if I can keep it to 15. And I just started this project, so I don't have anything to show. I wrecked that one a little bit. Well, I'll just fix it. Let's see here. Oh, I know what I have. Excuse me, I'm trying to find my, oh, wow. Supposed to be in here. Okay. Well, I probably should have been more prepared. I have like a metal, it looks like something you use for when you're cooking, but it's metal, and I can scoot it under the clay. Oh, this is going to work. Yeah, this clay is so soft that I'm going to have to fix this as I'm going. But the purpose of it is to get it as round as possible with the little mark in the middle. And this one's kind of warped. It's not perfect. Oh, trial and error, trial and error. This one looks good. I don't know if you can see it. That one looks pretty good. I think I'm going to make it a little bigger in the middle. I could probably just press them out after I do that. Let's see. See if I can get these off of here. And this is really, really soft once you start working with it. The porcelain clay. And you can make flowers with this. I have some molds in there, flower molds that you can press the porcelain clay into. Um, I might make a video on that. I haven't made um, any flowers yet. I was messing with it, but I didn't really make any flowers, you know. So, um, yeah, you can make flowers, and I mean, some people use um, like sugar paste on these flower molds to make flowers for cakes and things, and that's basically where a lot of this, well, you know, people are making stuff with the porcelain clay. They're making flowers, and they were able to stay basically forever, you know. I'll let them dry and see how they work out. And if I don't like them for what I'm going to use them for, then I'll just, um, I can make them into other things, you know. I can use them for other stuff that I'm going to make. Yeah, this isn't, I don't think this is big enough. Because the stuff I wanted to make, I think the insides are too small. Because I was going to put like little designs, paper designs on the inside. And then my idea is to, after they're dried and decorated, maybe even I'll put, oh, excuse me, I'm going to sit down. Even put some, you know, paint these and maybe put bronze or gold or something on them. And once they're all done, I was going to use them and either put them on those little, what is it called? I don't know. It's in my head, but I can't speak it. You know, that type of deal. I was thinking of either getting it's a miniature clothespin or those huge bobby pins that you can get. And I wanted to glue them onto there and use them as book, you know, you can stick them on books for the pages. The reason why I'm wearing gloves for the porcelain clay is because when I opened it, it was a little bit greasy. And the recipe that I used to make this porcelain clay, you put cold cream on the outside of it. You know, you put it on your hands and you massage it into the clay. And I guess you could use baby oil too, but it gets a little bit messy. It's messier than the, something in the clay. It gets a little messy, so I'd rather not use the baby oil, but it doesn't smell bad. It actually doesn't have any smell at all. When it's wrapped up for a long time and you open it, you can smell the stuff that you've mixed. I forget exactly what is in this recipe. Like everything. I know I got it written down somewhere. I don't know if this is going to work because this clay is just really gooey. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to make some like little medallions. They're just going to be round. And I'm going to poke a hole. And you can hang them on those little the real nice antique safety pins that, they have different shapes, and you can put it, you can either pin it on material that's on your journal books, or, you could do all kinds of stuff. Yeah, these are kind of really random, but I'm going to continue to make them, and as I keep making them, I'll get better at it, because I haven't really made these. I'm just kind of winging it today, and I figured I'd throw up a video. I haven't had a video online for quite a while, and I've had a lot of technical problems with my phone and with just other things, and not having internet, not having a computer, all kinds of stuff. It's too much to get into. I could write a book, believe me. Anyway, yeah. So I think that'll be it for those. Let me see what I'm doing on time. Ooh, 16 minutes. All right. I'm going to have to wrap this up in a couple of minutes. It's on 16. I don't want to go over 20 minutes. Anyway, let's see. Cover that. And let's see. I'm going to grab some more. Of this, so I can use it over the top. See if I can at least squish this out somewhat. And then I'll make a couple of these and see how it goes, And I'm gonna, oh, I got a bigger cap that I'm gonna use to, piece of hair in there. Okay, I save these caps like from juice or whatever. I have some from water in different sizes. So that's kind of large though. Let's see. I'm going to put this back on this. Let me get a smaller cap. Okay, this is a water bottle cap I'm going to use. And I don't like, I mean, I don't keep a lot of stuff, but I don't throw a lot of stuff away. I try to keep stuff like these caps and things around, because I know that at some point I'm going to use them. And these make really cute little charms. You can just make charms and then hang them off of some beads and stuff like that. And I'll have to use like my little poker here, and I'll make a hole in it afterwards. I want to try to push this down a little bit. And you can use a stamp when you're done with these and they're dried. Oh, good, it's all coming up at once. That's good. That's what I wanted. So you want like a circle like that. And you can either do either side as the, whatever you want. If you wanted to stamp on this side, it's flat. So once they're dry, and then you could use a stamp, any stamp you want, and put it on there. Or if you have words, you could put on there. You can put like a little kitty cat, or whatever you want on these little charms. Let me see what we're doing for time. Ooh, I hit 20. Okay, I'm going to show you how I'm going to make the hole. I don't know how well you can see me. This camera setup is really bad. What I'm going to do is use the ball point. I got a bigger one, but I didn't really look for it before I started this. But anyway, yeah, you can just push it right through until you get to the top of the, see, of the stylus, and it makes a pretty good hole. I hope you can see that hole in there, but that's what you want to do. And you just let these dry. They're going to air dry. They will shrink because porcelain clay does shrink. So this is basically what you're going to do, guys. And I'm going to wrap up the video. But yeah, nice to be back. I'm going to see how many videos I can put out a week. I'm going to be doing random things. It's not going to, I may do dolls. I really need to get like one of those little new wave ovens to cook the dolls. I've got a few dolls that I painted, but they need to be cooked because you know, the Genesis heat set paints has to be heated to a certain temperature for it to be permanently stuck to the vinyl, you know. So that's where I'm at right now. So I'll be doing some doll videos in the future. And right now I'm just doing some random stuff that, you know, that I wanted to do. Okay, see you later, guys. Bye.